Okay, doing another little tutorial here on how to do the transcripts for videos. So what we do here is we have our video manager, and once again we're only going to do this on public videos. We're not going to bother transcribing all of the unlisted videos because the use of such transcripts is limited since not that many people can see them. So on the video manager page we want to find a public video that we want to transcribe. Let's say it's Will Wheaton is stressing me out. So we click edit on that video. And then we go to the subtitles CC section of the page up here at the top. Now, YouTube for every video automatically creates a subtitle file. This is their auto subtitles. They're not very good quality. As you will see, as you know, all of my videos start with hello Rebel and welcome back to my life. This one has transcribed that as hello Rabble and welcome back to my life. And there's no grammar or punctuation or any of that stuff. So what we do is we click actions and then download an SRT file. SRT is the most widely used file across various websites. So we download that just to save a version of it on our computer. And then we click on edit. Now this will create our own version of the subtitles. Okay. So then what we do is you can go through here and you can fix anything that you already know is going to be correct. Okay. But generally, you know, hello, Rebel, and welcome back to my life. So that's one sentence, right? So we end that with a period. And you can see on here that the transcript is already fixing itself. Now, if you hold, you have to get a little used to the word processing functionality of YouTube. Because if you're in here and let's say you want to highlight this R and change it to a small r, if you hit Shift left or Shift right, it won't do that. Shift left and Shift right actually moves you in time on the video. And if you look under the video right down here, you can see that you're actually moving on the timeline when you hit shift left and shift right, which is very useful when you're transcribing. So you have to really click get to where you're at in the word and then just backspace. Not only am I, see, I just did it. Am I sick today? Which you can probably hear in my voice. But Will Wheaton's been stressing me out in the best possible way. A lot of this stuff you can really do just by looking at the structure of it. So now we can go back to the beginning of the video, make sure we're at the beginning of the timeline, and then we can listen back to it and double check our work.
Hello, Rebel, and welcome back to my life. Not only am I sick today, which you can probably hear in my voice, but Will Wheaton's been stressing me out in the best possible way. How this whole situation started is really kind of a long story, but I'm going to do my best.
Long story, comma, but I'm going to do my best to summarize.
Started is really kind of a long story, but I'm going to do my best to summarize. So it came out last week that Dumbledore is not going to be explicitly gay in the upcoming Fantastic Beasts.
And so this is the title of a film, so that gets capitalized. And you can really kind of make your own choices when it comes to certain grammatical things. We don't need to see them passionately making out or anything. A comma works here. M dash works here, although we could. But whatever you do, you add the same thing to the other side. You know, we don't need to da-da-da-da-da. Don't worry too much about stuff like that.
You don't need to see them passionately making out or anything, although we could, but nothing, not even a mention.
And you just go through the whole video transcribing in this way, just going through. So this move garnered some criticism online and so on until you reach the end of the video.
Proudly bragged that she was muting those critics, including...
You just make sure that you get, correct capitalization and punctuation and all that sort of thing. So at some point you will get to the end of the video and we'll have corrected the transcript for the whole thing.
I would like to see more of from the indie community.
A couple little conventions that are just unique to my videos. Whenever I'm referring to Rebel, like speaking to the viewer as Rebel, that's all I've got for you today, Rebel. Hello, Rebel. Good morning, Rebel, etc. It is capitalized. Speaking to them and their name for these purposes is Rebel. And then at the end, I do that little see my secret weekend videos. The convention for that is just a H with 3 M's, as you can see in the transcript right there. Secret Weekend Videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye. And then the bye is a B with 3 Y's and an E. Just little conventions that I use, and they should just be the same every way. Same every time. So then if you want to, you can listen back to the whole video if you want to. By the way, you may prefer to work a different way on this, but pause video while typing is something that I do. You don't have to do that. If you're fast enough, you can just not pause the video while typing, and then while it's playing, that's this little checkbox under the video player and while it's playing.
And that does great. That's how we do business. But
that way you can do stuff like this.
But I think it's also important, if not all the time, then at least some of the time, to take a stand on behalf of people who consistently get dumped on by mainstream media. If we'd just run a paid ad about the Academy Journals talking about the plot and the world building, it would have done fine. It would have made us some money. We know, because we do it all the time.
And that allows you to keep working while you're listening, and it might be faster for you. Totally up to your preference. But either way, once you're done with the transcript of the whole video, you save it by clicking Publish Edits. And so that transcript is now published on the video. So your transcript that you just created is this second one here. There's 2 published versions now. There's English Automatic and English. Your version is English. So now we click on the English version that we just created, and Actions, Download. I don't even know what original format is. SBV, I don't know. I have no idea what that is. We will download the SRT file because that is what gets used across most other websites and captioning services and everything like that. And then the important thing, one important thing, is to go to Info and Settings and add at the end here, bracket, CC, bracket. And that means that we have officially captioned it, and hearing impaired or deaf viewers will know that, and will know that that is a title that they can then use. So now we're going to go into taking the transcript and turning it into a usable text document that we can use for a variety of different purposes. Initially, we are not going to be doing that. We just want to caption as many videos as possible, as quickly as possible, and sort of see how long that's going to take and everything. But if you are on the stage where you are turning these into usable text documents that can be repurposed for a bunch of things, what you do is you have downloaded this SRT file that you just created. So you right click on it and you open with, on a Mac, TextEdit can open these files. In PC, Notepad can do it. Other OSs you probably know, but your basic text editor is what's going to open these files correctly. So open with TextEdit. Open that up, and we have this text file, which you can see clearly has the time codes of what we've transcribed. At the beginning, when you open up the document, you want to make sure to save a different version of it, and so you can have a folder on your computer for these things, and then share them over Google Docs or whatever. I would usually save it with the date. So this is February 5th, 2018. So of course with our very schmott naming convention, 2018-0205, Will Wheaton stress, whatever you want to call it. So that's actually the file that you want to be working on, not the SRT file. So now all you have to do is remove that time code. Now you want to be careful while you're doing this. So you're going to be deleting the time code and the empty lines and everything like that, and joining sentences up together. But you are going to you want to be smart with it. Like, hello Rebel and welcome back to my life. That's its own paragraph, right? You obviously that's its own paragraph. That's the introduction and everything like that. So the next line then automatically starts on the next on its own paragraph, and then you have to use some judgment on where you do your paragraph breaks. Don't stress out about it too much. I'm always going to have slightly different ways of breaking up paragraphs than you or anybody else is. But not only am I sick today, which you can probably hear my voice, but Will Wheaton's been stressing me out in the best possible way. That's sort of like our hook clickbait line. So then we do our own, the next paragraph, which can be a little bit longer. How this whole situation started out is a long story. Summarize it. Came out last week. Dumbledore's not going to be gay. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find the movie. Okay, so you get to the point where you have assembled a complete and usable transcript of the whole video. Again, a convention for the transcription of these videos in particular. At the end, you know how we talked about before, you can check out my last video on the channel, right up there. Right up there means nothing outside of the context of the video. So for this document, we'll take out right up there. You can check out my last video on the channel, and then when that gets posted on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, there will be a link included. Or check out my Patreon to see my secret weekend videos. You don't say check out my Patreon right over there, because again, outside of the context of the video, that doesn't make any sense. And then that little at the end, check out my Patreon to see my secret weekend videos. Take out the There's no point in doing that. And then in general, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Because this could be going on Twitter, this could be going on Facebook, the blog. No idea when it's going to be going out or when the next post will be going out. So that is how you assemble the transcript of the video. And then, of course, we save this version of it. And then that then gives us a text file that we can use on social media. We can use it on the blog post as a transcript for the blog post to get put up on the website on the same day that this video is then put up. So that is how we handle the transcription of the videos and everything like that. It's now marked as CC so that, deaf listeners can know that this is a video with proper closed captioning that they can watch. We have a transcript that we can now use and put on the blog or post on social media or whatever. And that's how the whole thing happens. So hopefully that covers everything. Hopefully you don't have any questions. If so, obviously, let me know. And yeah. There you go. Bye.